And he apologized after, but it was kind of like half-hearted. He was like, "Oh, it's good for the business anyway." I'm like,
Yeah,
"Yeah,"
that was his line, wasn't it? Yeah. Well,
because
we
I
all
did.
know how reckless he was
Yeah,
in many areas. What did he do to you specifically?
he punched me in the temple, and I don't know if it was intentional or I walked into it. Who knows? But it was in for Joel, South Philadelphia. It was Bam Bam Bigelow against Abdulah, and for some reason I couldn't find Bigelow with the show. I really would have preferred to talk to Bam Bam. You'd have tried to talk to both of them, you know what I mean? But everybody's spread out, so I got Abby, and I just said, I can't find Bam Bam, and I'm doing the match, and you know, what do you need or finish whatever, and he says, he's like hemming and hawing. I mean, all those guys' matches ended in DQs. Nobody got pinned.
Yeah.
So, and when you're in there with Abby, the finish is mayhem, right? So it'll probably just be like double DQ, no contest. He said, but when the time's right, you'll know. I was like, oh, great. So Bam Bam has him in a sleeper hold. And, when you're in a sleeper hold, you're flailing your arms. So when he flailed his arm, he clipped me right here. And I felt frozen. And I felt like a tree falling, like timber. And I'm laying down there, and I wasn't knocked out, but just really like dazed. And Bob Ortiz, the ring announcer, he's like, "Joe, they're coming back. Roll this way." So I rolled under the ring, under the ropes, and they got me. And I talked to him after, and I told him, I did tell him, and he said, "Oh, sorry about that. He was good for the business anyway." And, I got checked out the next day at the hospital because my face really blew up. But we had a show that night. I went to the show and refed. So,
well, he was certainly notorious for taking liberties